So I have completed the first two stages of RoboCop from Fanhome. The first stage was the head, and the second stage is this foot right here. Um, the first part of it actually went together pretty slick. It's pretty basic. This is held on with a very strong magnet. Um, yeah, actually, it's so there's a magnet right here, and there's a magnet right there, and it just kind of whenever it mates, it mates. So um, it's kind of hard to do single hand. There it goes. So it mates up. There is going to be a silicone piece that goes over there for Robocop's mouth as Alex Murphy. Actually, that's not mated up properly. There it is. There we go. That's better. This is actually, it's not super heavy. It's aluminum. It's not magnetized, but it's got a nice weight to it. The build quality is great. ABS plastic mates up pretty well. You know, your seam is thoroughly shut. You got the mouth opening there. So, this went together pretty easy. No problems with the screws or anything at all. The foot, on the other hand, was a little bit more difficult. There is a spring that goes from the front to the back here, so you can articulate the foot. Which, you know, this is not meant to be played with, so that's not something that you're going to be using a lot. Um, you do have to kind of adjust it. It's a weight bearing joint, so whenever it's flat, it'll be flat, and then, you know, he might come up like that. And then you have this little joint here, little ball joint. And then you have this. Now, this, I put that screw in there as tight as I possibly could. So I'm hoping that's supposed to be loose. Not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that there's probably something in the lathe that locks into. But really, really good weight to it. Very solid feel. That seam, like I said, it's a little lopsided, but that's because the spring is twisted. But whenever it's flat, it's flat. The weight of the model will push that back into place. So I'm not too concerned about that. Um, Putting the spring in was a little bit difficult. Other than that, not too bad. I will say this. The screwdriver they give you for this is pretty crappy. I would recommend that if you have a jeweler set or, you know, a screwdriver set that has interchangeable heads on it, use that instead. Gives you a little bit better torque. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with the build quality. Beautiful finish to it. It feels high quality. No, everything's on here pretty tight. Even this, even though it's the pegs loose, even that, you know, has a stiffness to it, which is pretty nice. Like I said, the foot, the articulation does, it's stiff, but that's a good thing because you don't want that spring to break or anything like that, or you don't want it to like flop over. Um, you know, and putting it back into place really isn't that hard. It's really not that noticeable. I mean, even here on the bottom, you know, you can kind of tell that's a little off, but it's nothing horrible. And like I said, once you put weight on it, it will go back into place. And from the top, you can barely tell that there's any kind of a misalignment on it. So, helmet, like I said, definitely very easy to put together. Turned out real nice. This, not quite as easy. And outside that little teeny tiny misalignment here on the foot, again, looks great. Definite, definite hot weight to it. Feels very solid. So now it gives you some confidence that your investment isn't going to go completely to waste. See that? So, but those are my thoughts. Again, I am not I'm not being sponsored by Fanhome. They are not saying this to me for free. I am paying for this kit out of my own pocket. So, these reviews are 100% honest. And hopefully here in a couple weeks, I'll get my shipping notice for my second package, and we'll be doing stages 3, 4, 5, and 6 and going over the materials in that. So until next time, guys, bye.